by Manchester University. With more than 70 areas of study and generous financial aid packages, you can get started today by visiting www.manchester.edu. Here's a look at tonight's starting lineups. Tevin Brown for the Mad Ants, just getting his second start this season. And for Cole Swider, the duo that led this team to a 124-102 victory. Swider, 29 points last night, followed closely by Hamilton with 23.
Those guys played extremely well. But the Lakers as a whole, they did whatever they wanted to do. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the Mad Ants respond to that. It's not often you get to have a bad performance, have a bad loss, and get an opportunity to make it right the very next day.
Gabe, your three-point shot no good. Mad Ants recover offensive rebound. Justin Anderson at the top of the key. From way behind the arc, Anderson off the rim, no good. Well, in yesterday's game, a slower start for the Mad Ants for the second straight game. They had the same thing against the Swarm as the big man Huff drains the three for the first points of the game. A little bit of a lack of energy to start out the last two games for the Mad Ants.
Well, yes, especially yesterday, and the Lakers took full advantage of that. Led by Shaq Harrison, running the show, getting guys where they needed to be. Defensively, the big fella Huff, as he made a three the possession before, he did a great job protecting the paint, getting blocks, and doing a lot of damage down low. And then Cole, I mean, just the way he shot the basketball from three was unbelievable.
Kendall Brown with the basket for Fort Wayne, but Huff in the paint, throwing it down. He's got the first 5 points of this one. Back-to-back noon games for these teams. They played in Fort Wayne at noon yesterday. It would have been 9 a.m. time in LA. This Kendall Brown knocks one in. And again, 12:30 here in Indianapolis. Huff again, open from three. He drains it, but it's not going to count. Illegal screen called.
Now Huff is showing that you got to guard him out there. When he catches the ball there, he's not just a passer. He can make that shot. And so that makes Jermaine understand when he gets the ball there, he has to extend his defense to prevent him from making that shot. And what a luxury to have if you're South Bay, to have your 7-footer able to knock those shots down so comfortably, as well as give you everything he does defensively.
Huff finished with 12 points last night. One three-point main as Jermaine Samuels puts the floater in the paint. Jay Huff listed as 7'1". Played at Virginia. Same university Justin Anderson graduated from. This time he hits the mid-range for good.
I mean, the big fella feeling good with that stroke. Not a three, but in a similar area, shooting the ball really well. And he was in pregame. In pregame warm-ups, he was shooting the ball really well also. So great two-man game there by Justin and Jermaine. But in these pregame warm-ups, you want to take those opportunities serious, because the big fella he was shooting those in-game shots he would shoot in the game. And so far in the first quarter, it's working.
Jermaine Samuels will head to the line. He got the basket to count. And Jermaine Samuels has the task of guarding Jay Huff. Bit of a height difference there. Like I said, Jay Huff listed as 7'1". He's got a good at least 4 inches, maybe even more, on Jermaine Samuels Jr.
And Jermaine should be used to that. Him being the guy who's tasked with dealing with all the bigs around the league. We've talked about it all season long about how we aren't the biggest team in the league by any means. But having Jermaine, he's been doing his thing, guarding all of these guys. Now Huff is giving him a different look, shooting threes the way he's shooting to start this game.
He thought about the three there. This time he'll take it through the paint. And he's got the first 9 points of the game.
I think they let the big fella get away with a little travel.
Maybe a step or two. The feed to Samuels down low. All defended by Huff. Spin move, and he's blocked. Here comes Bryce Hamilton. He puts one up and good.
Bryce Hamilton.
Like I said, Tevin Brown bringing up the ball. Just his second start this season for this team. Justin Anderson, mid-range, bounces in and out. Samuels, though, fighting for the rebound. And ball will stay here in Fort Wayne.
Something LA did yesterday was running transition really well. So far in this first quarter, they're doing the same thing. They do a good job, but once they get a rebound or get a steal or get a block shot from Big Huff, they're up and running.
Well, Huff with the first 9 points of the game. Tevin Brown knocks down that shot. Noah Starkey will come in for Jermaine Samuels Jr. Noah Starkey, recently acquired by the Mad Ants. He's been here the last few games. This time again, knocks it down.
Big fella's going crazy this first quarter. He's got 11 of the 13 South Bay points. I will say he looks like he needs a break, though.
There's Gabe York from the corner.
So that may be something to look for if you're the Mad Ants. If Huff continues to put out what he's putting out on the offensive end, how will his win do? And not have him in that paint opens up those driving lanes for our guys.
Three no good, offensive rebound. Kennedy gets a second try, no good. Kendall Brown, a rebound. Justin Anderson thought about the three, opts for the mid-range. He sinks that one. Mad Ants trying to cut back the deficit set by Huff. They take the lead 14-13. Shot from Swider. Off the rim.
And early on, just the defensive intensity by the Mad Ants is picked up from yesterday. They're not the Lakers, that is, getting those easier passes, those easy swings for shots and things like that they were getting yesterday.
2-on-1 here. Hamilton off the glass.
But what they are continuing to do well is run in transition.
Gabe York at the top of the key. Heads out to Kendall Brown. Three-point shot good. And a timeout being called on the court. Fort Wayne able to take the lead in this one, 17-15, but Huff, 11.
As I said, as you see him on the bench, it seemed like he was a bit gassed there because I don't know if he's used to putting out that much offensive input so early in the game. So that may work in the favor of the Mad Ants if the big fella is a little winded.
Jay Huff, the first 9 points of this game. Like I mentioned, Virginia grad. He won a national championship back in 2019. ACC all-defensive first-team selection in 2021. Alfred Payton scooping this ball out to Gabe York. Back to Payton, who lays it in his first 2 points of the game.
But yeah, scoring the basketball like we see guys do, like a Gabe York, how he makes it look so easy to get 30. You got to be in shape. You got to have your legs under you to be able to shoot those shots and get buckets like that. It looks easy, but you got to be in shape to be able to do that.
A foul call on Gabe York. His first, team's first. McCoy now in the game for the Lakers. Guarded by Samuels. Pulls up off the rim. Trevelin Queen rebound. The give and go. Anderson to Samuels. Somehow he gets that up and in.
Justin doing a good job of setting the table for Jermaine, and Jermaine continues to get better and better with his pick and roll awareness and understanding where and how to roll.
There's a double team in the corner over there. And a foul is going to be called. Excuse me, a full timeout is going to be called. We'll be back. 41-15. Miles Simon, head coach for the South Bay Lakers. This is his second season with the team. Career record 56-27. During his playing career, graduated from the University of Arizona, was the 1997 NCAA Tournament MVP. Since then, he's played one season with the Magic, played some time overseas before starting his coaching career. Hamilton trying to get a shot up there. Ball will go out of bounds and stay with the Lakers.
It's a great luxury for these South Bay players to have a coach like Miles Simon, who's done everything they all hope to do and accomplish. A guy that has a wealth of knowledge and the experience to back it up.
McCoy was open, down under, unable to get the shot to go. Madian's ball. But Anderson, pass intended for York, throws it away. Fast break. Shaquille Harris. Lakers get this one within 4. We mentioned Alfred Payton in the pregame. Just his third game with this team. Brings 9 seasons of NBA experience, 500 games to be exact. In his first game against Greensboro Swarm, posted a double-double, 21 points, 10 assists. He had 15 points and 6 assists last night.
Good job there by White Jr. to recognize he had the smaller York on him. Didn't waste any time. Oftentimes, big guys, once they have a mismatch, they take time and allow that smaller player a chance. That time he didn't at all.
Open look for Harris, goes in and out. York well defended. Trevelin Queen in the corner. York open look. Off the rim for 3. Kennedy left alone. Drains it.
Again, great pass by Shaq Harrison to see his teammate in that corner for that open 3. It's not often. The Madans do a great job of turning defense into offense. With this Lakers team, they're right up there with them. It's unbelievable how they run the floor once they get rebounds or turnovers. They're trying to score.
At the line for your Madans,
For these two teams, if you look at the G League standings right now, couldn't be more even in terms of at least offense. Madans second in the G League in scoring with averaging 122 points per game. South Bay Lakers 121 points per game. South Bay Lakers, they're actually first in field goal percentage. They shoot over 50%.
And when you see the way they run the floor to get layups, it makes sense.
Offensive foul, illegal screen called. And the South Bay Lakers, they shot over their average. They shot 54.1% for field goal yesterday afternoon. The Mad Ants shooting only 40% from the field yesterday. Tevin Brown now driving through the paint. Samuels gets it out to Anderson. Tevin Brown going to be called out of bounds. Tevin Brown played 20 minutes yesterday with 9 points. He's someone who can provide a spark off the bench for this team, but today he's in the starting lineup.
No, you're right. Tevin's one of those guys where you can plug him in anywhere and he's ready to play. That time, just running out of real estate, stepping out of bounds.
Jumper for White Jr. is good. Lakers up by 1. Under 2 to go here in the first quarter. Trevelin Queen. Pass out to Samuels. A little too much. Here comes Swider on Anderson. floats that one in for two. Anderson throwing the quarterback pass all the way down to Queen. Double teamed, loses his dribble. Lakers recover. They slow it down. White Jr. Mid-range, no good. Minute to go here in the first quarter. Peyton's bucket's good. 4 points for him in the first quarter.
Great job there by Peyton to kind of slow the tempo down a bit. On that screen and roll, get himself a good shot, understanding that we had a couple of bad possessions in a row. Just one of the great things about having an NBA veteran on your team with over 500 games of experience. But on the other end, the Lakers, they continue to play. One of the things I was impressed with them yesterday is once Coach Simon went to his bench, they didn't really lose the level of intensity that they played with. They continued to play the same way, continue to cut hard, continue to run. And that's one of the things you kind of see with some teams. Once they go to the bench, things kind of change. With the South Bay team yesterday, and at least here in this first quarter, they don't have much drop-off.
Tevin Brown's three, no good. Lakers look at the last look with under 10 to go here in the first quarter. McCoy at the top. Swider at the buzzer, drains it. Swider with some excitement and the first quarter as the Lakers take the 31-25 lead in the first 12 minutes. Well, 2 years ago today, he actually got his first win as Mad Ants head coach against the Rio Grande Valley team down in the bubble.
That's a great accomplishment. Congratulations for Coach there. Hopefully he can get himself another win here this afternoon. But it's been great to be around Coach, a player's coach, someone the guys enjoy having around. He allows these guys to play free. And as a player, that's one of the greatest things you can ask for in a coach, for someone to just allow you to play and be free, and have a calm demeanor. Great job for coaching. Look forward to many more wins from Coach Hankins.
Kendall Brown knocks that one in. Yeah, just a month or so ago, we celebrated his 50th win as a Mad Ants head coach. And in terms of coaches of the past for this program, he is third in regular season wins and second in regular season win percentage. So it's been a pretty impressive 3-year stint here as head coach of this organization. Trevelin Queen blocked that one, but is going to get called for the foul.
No, it's not easy to win at this level. When you think about what these coaches have to deal with as far as will their two-way players be here, will they not be here, the player movement, whether it's guys going overseas, injuries, you just never know. The other team, planning for the other team, will their two-way players be here, will they not, being assigned players coming down. So there's a lot of different things that these G League coaches have to do on the fly, managing the players and how they feel with everything that's going on around them as well. So to win at this level as a coach is a great accomplishment because, again, they have to endure a lot.
Kendall Brown drains the three. He's up to 12 points in this one. Looking for the response from Hillary, no good. Like I mentioned, it's his third season here as a head coach of the Mad Ants. You don't see that too often. Head coaches in the G League, staying for a period of time as the ball gets stuck up there. How nice is it for a program and for players to have some sort of consistency with that coaching staff?
No, it's great for that, as well as the community in which the team is involved in. And so these coaches, to have a coach that's around like this, it helps with the returning players come back. It just helps with that continuity that's involved within the program, that you kind of have a constant person that's there running the show. You know what's expected of him. You know what he's going to be about, and just make things easier. And I would say within the Pacers and the Mad Ants organization, that family-like atmosphere from top to bottom it's certainly great to have a guy that's around all the time.
Well, congratulations, Coach, on your 100th game with this program. 10 minutes ago here in the second, Fort Wayne has cut the South Bay Lakers lead to just one, 31-30. Gabe York from three. That one goes off the front of the rim. And Gabe York last night, what a game, 31 points. He made 8 3-point shots, almost tying his record for most threes in a single game. Just one shy of that as he made 8.
Yeah, when we talk about 3-point shots made, Gabe York has all the records in this Mad Ants organization. So anything he does, he's breaking his own record.
He's on the heels of breaking that record for most threes in a game, but right now he's on the course for breaking his other record of most threes made in an entire season. Can he add one to it? That one goes off the rim. Right now, 0 for 4 from three-point line for Gabe York today. Ball moving around the line. McCoy, that one off the rim.
Back on the floor for South Bay, Nate Pierre-Louis, who kind of went down with an injury to end the first quarter, walked off the floor, went back into the locker room, seemed to be in a lot of pain, but he's out here back, so glad he's not injured. Never want to see that in a guy.
3-point shot good from Pierre-Louis.
Right on cue.
Right on cue, he's called it. Gabe York through the paint, going up against the big man and denied all alone. Pierre-Louis has to lay it in, and Tom Hankins is going to talk it over. Little run here for the South Bay Lakers. They take the 38-32 lead with 8 to go in the second quarter. Back, starting to get more minutes and doing it all still 19 years old.
Yeah, to be 19 and to be this talented is amazing. Kendall can just kind of do everything on the floor, and defensively, the havoc he causes because of his athleticism and his ability to guard anyone on the floor is probably his most impressive attribute to me. And it's scary that he's only 19 and he hasn't even hit his prime yet. And he's going to continue to get so much better, but with his size and athleticism, man, he's going to be scary for years to come.
You mentioned his size, 6'7". He spent 1 year at Baylor, but holy cow, Huff throwing it down. Hard to miss him when he's in this game.
No, for sure.
But as you mentioned for Kendall, 6'7" from Baylor, 19 years old. Right now, in these next couple years, what do you think he needs to work on developmental-wise to truly get himself prepared for NBA-level play?
I think he's going to continue to become a better ball handler, can understand, how he can easily get shots and one-on-one moves, taking advantage of mismatches. He's still learning. He's only 19 years old. So I'm saying with his athleticism and his ability to make plays now, he's leading the way right now with 14 points, perfect from the field. So, as we all do, as he gets older, kind of learning from veteran players, once he's able to run screen and rolls, he can set the screen and he can handle the basketball. Again, it's just going to be scary to see the player he's going to become.
An over and back called on the Lakers. The inbound went a little too high off the hands of Pierre-Louis. So the Lakers have built a 10-point lead here in the second. Mad Ants led by as many as 6 in the first. Empty possession on their end. Hamilton out to Pierre-Louis. That one's short. Offensive rebound. Nothing but net from Pierre-Louis.
Yeah, it's just like everything is going well for the Lakers. They're cutting hard. Their bench is involved. Everything they do is crisp. They have life. The managers they have to get a little life. Again, to slow up just the pace and just how free this Lakers team is able to play.
They did that last night. Cut down the baseline for York. Count it. With the feed from Justin Anderson.
Great pass there by Justin. Seems though Pierre-Louis kind of, maybe, I don't know if it was, again, his leg or his ankle kind of twisted up. Being under Gabe. Glad both of those guys are okay and still out on the floor.
Gabe York. Extra point is good. Mad Ants only shooting 45% from the field. South Bay Lakers shooting 52%. Hoff hands it off to Hamilton. Open look. That one goes off the back of the rim. Trevelin Queen bringing it up. No points for him in the first half. Here, scratch that. Queen with the flush.
I mean, that's a sick move. I mean, to split that screen and roll, attack the big fella Huff, not allowing him his size to be a factor and just a dunk over him.
Trevelin Queen called for the foul. That's his second, team's fourth. Tevin Brown will come in for Gabe York. Kennedy pull up. One off the rim. Anderson rebound. Justin Anderson, mid-range jumper. No good, but he's called for the foul. He'll head to the free throw line.
Great veteran move to get Pierre-Louis in the air.
At the line for your Mad Ants, Justin Anderson shooting 1 for 2.
Justin Anderson has been a big part of this offense as of late. At home, just about a week ago, dropping over 40 points for this team. Yesterday afternoon, he had 6 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, as Huff backwards dunk.
That was great awareness, understanding where he was, understanding that if he just dunked the basketball like he did, there was nothing Justin could do about it. But if he didn't, Justin's strength could play a part of it.
Anderson, 3 no good, but it's going to stay Ft.Wayne ball.
Number 21, Cole Swider checks back into the Lakers lineup.
Cole Swider's going to head back in for this South Bay team. Anderson on the inbound hits Queen. Second time today. Second time today that ball's gotten stuck.
That might be a record. I don't know if it's happened 2 times in a game. Definitely not 2 times in a half.
Yeah. You know, what are the odds? I want to know the odds on that.
Yeah. We got to get Dan Vance on that.
I know last night, the Super Bowl, a doink on the field goal. Going right off the crossbar there. The odds on that so low. Kansas City ended up winning that game. Who'd you have?
I wanted Jalen Hurts to win because I'm an Alabama fan. And he played extremely well. I mean, one of those performances where you're like, even though he lost, like, wow. But that was a really good game. For Patrick Mahomes and what he was able to, how he was able to will his team, getting injured again, being down. Kansas City, they just made all the plays they needed to make to win the game. And a tough pass interference call late to get them close. That's Kansas City to that field goal, but also the special teams play. They got about a 60-yard return special teams play to set them up. So congratulations, great Super Bowl performance by Rihanna as well.
Rihanna as well. 10-point lead for the South Bay Lakers here with 4-8.
But it's great to have two guys representing our team. Look forward to watching them perform and just have fun down there. It's such a great atmosphere during All-Star Weekend. To get to experience that is just something you won't forget even after your career is over.
Alfred Payton for 2 on the big man. And how it works, 2 captains were voted. Luka Garza from the Iowa Wolves and Scoot Henderson from the G League Ignite. They're both voted captains, and tomorrow they're going to draft their teams. So we'll know then if Gabe or Trevelin will be playing either against each other or just like here in the Mad Ants playing with each other. That all taking place, the game, like I said, February 19th at 3 p.m.
Happy our G League players are getting the recognition during All-Star Weekend. Look forward to the All-Star game being here in Indianapolis next season, and where hopefully the Mad Ants will have another 2, if not 3 players.
We'll go for 3.
to represent the Mad Ants here in our state during All-Star Weekend.
And at the NBA level, Tyrese Halliburton named to the All-Star game. Very exciting for this program, but I know you've been an advocate for getting this All-Star game back in the G League as well.
No doubt about it. It gives the G League players so much exposure. These guys work so hard all season long. It only makes sense that they be represented down there when you get the 24 best guys to go down there and play. And it's just such a great experience.
Justin Anderson, pull up too much. Still lead by 10 here with 2 to go in the first half. Swider from deep. He's up to 8 points this afternoon. Tevin Brown slowing it down for this Mad Ants offense. Shot clock winding down. KV open. That one off the front of the rim. Harrison making it look easy. Going all the way to the hoop.
That time did a great job of his change of pace. Kind of went slow, and I think that was Kendall kind of slowed down, attacked, and was able to get that scoop layup.
Good moves from Payton. Good ball handling skills as his defender drains that mid-range shot. Minute to go here in the first half. Huff going on Starkey. Fade away, no good. Offensive rebound. Top of the key. Hamilton. Lakers from three-point land shooting 35% today. Noah Starkey in the paint. Just barely floats that one in. Starkey now 4 points, 2 of 2 from the field. About an 8-second differential from the shot clock to the game clock. As Alfred Payton slows it down at the top of the key. Bounce pass to Starkey. That one leaves Tevin Brown open for 3. No good, less than 10 to go. Kennedy now trapped in the corner. Finds Hamilton at the buzzer. They hit it after the first quarter. Can't do it after the second. But it was all South Bay Lakers here in the second quarter. They hold a 63-49 lead at half. We'll have highlight stats and more.
Built this big lead in that first half.
That big man was hitting everything and everything on the floor. Like I said, Kendall Brown, 16 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. Like I say, look at the stats for the first half. Ft.Wayne shot 46% from the field. Ron, they only shot 13% from the three-point land.
Yeah, we did not shoot the ball well from three. I can't even say we had a lot of, sometimes those are good. They're good looks that you're missing. Got to give a lot of credit to South Bay for the pressure they put on, not giving us any clean looks. But I certainly feel like we're going to shoot the three much better this half. It's going to be about defensive effort to get us back in this game.
Only 2 made threes in the first half, both of them coming from Kendall Brown. Gabe York just missed one. He is now 0 for 5 from the three-point line. Pretty uncharacteristic stat for him as well as this team. South Bay Lakers shot 54%, 31 from the three-point line, 7 of 22. Justin Anderson making 3 points. 3 three-pointers for this team.
Great early sign in this third quarter for Justin to get that three to go down. Just talking about how bad we shot from the three-point range.
Tough shot goes in and out. Justin Anderson. Foul pretty hard going up to that. Shaquille Harrison with the foul, getting tangled up, and Anderson will head to the line.
At the line for your Mad Ants, number 1, Justin Anderson, shooting 1 for 2.
Starting lineup back in for this Mad Ants team. Looks a little different than what it has been in the past, as both David Stockton and Eli Brooks are both out with injuries. David Stockton, left hamstring injury. He was already dealing with a broken nose that he suffered earlier this season. Now his left hamstring that he suffered exactly 1 week ago today as Swider drains the three. He was out before the game, getting some shots up though. He's hopeful to return on Wednesday. Eli Brooks though, out with a foot injury. It's expected that he'll be out for a while.
Just going back to talking about Coach Hankins and the job he's done and how all of these coaches have to deal with, injuries are a part of the game, so it's no different here in the G League. But when you have to deal with everything a G League coach has to deal with on top of injuries, makes the job that much harder.
Lakers stay hot from the three-point land. So does Swider. He's 4 of 7 from 3 today. Anderson's drive to the hoop, no good. In the corner, it's Hamilton's turn. That one off the rim.
That was a great job by Swider to pass up a shot, a three-point opportunity after he had just made 2 in a row, to pass the ball to his teammate to give him a better look. And so, again, this Lakers team, they're playing really well together. They truly are.
Bryce Hamilton, no problem finding the basket on that one. Tom Hankins calling a timeout as the Lakers out to a hot one. And the Mad Ants, they're just struggling to find any sort of offense at this point, Ron.
True, or any type of rhythm. It's kind of like they just can't dig themselves out of it. And as you said, the Lakers, man, they're rolling. They truly are. Right now have, 5 guys in double figures. They're just playing extremely well together.
Down low, Jermaine Samuels waits patiently, goes up and draws the foul. That's going to be on the big man, Jay Huff. His first foul of the day. And you mentioned multiple players in double figures. 5 to be exact for the South Bay Lakers team. Just 1. Actually now make it 2 for the Mad Ants. That bucket from Samuels puts him at 10 points. Kendall Brown with 16. And it's the usual offensive producers for this Mad Ants team who have been a little quiet in this one. Trevelin Queen only has 2 points. Gabe York only with 7 in this one. Ft.Wayne's trying to find some offense from other different guys.
Yeah, no, you're right. And just shooting 16% from 3. Just not shooting the basketball well. Just not in a flow either in this ball game.
Kendall Brown trying to strip that ball, but Shaquille Harris still finding a way to get the job done.
Shaq Harrison plays with great poise. He truly does. And can finish at the basket with either hand. Does a great job pushing and keeping the tempo up for his guys.
Watch out. The feed from Harrison to Huff. Jay Huff, 17 points in this one. Trevelin Queen trying to break his scoring drought here. Drains his first 3 of the day.
There's a foul there.
Foul called on Trevelin Queen. His 3rd foul in this game, 2nd of the quarter. Samuels and Brown will take a seat. Starkey coming in. Swider taking it all the way to the rim. Queen denied down low. Kennedy coming from behind. South Bay Lakers have now extended their lead to 20 here in the 3rd quarter. Tevin Brown got the inbound. 3 guys collapse on him. They'll send it out to Anderson. He takes it to the rim. That one, goaltending on Huff.
Goaltending, count the basket by Justin
Count the
Anderson.
basket from Justin Anderson. Hamilton, open paint going against Anderson. Out to Swider now. Thought about the 3. Pass deflected. Turnover here down to Tevin Brown. Can he get it back in? He gets it out to Queen. Chasing that ball down. Queen's 3 no good. Lakers, they can't recover the rebound. It's going to stay down here in Ft.Wayne.
Man, they've turned up their effort. Defensively getting that stop. And that time there, Starkey on the offensive rebound. His pursuit of it gave us another possession.
Justin Anderson fouled, taking that shot. He'll head back to the line where he's a perfect 2 for 2 for the day. He had 11 points. Yesterday, he only had 6 points for this team.
South Bay foul number 6, Bryce Hamilton, his 3rd. Team's 3rd.
Justin Anderson sinks the 1 free throw, work 2. Up until the final 2 minutes of the game. You know, another experiential rule here in the G League. 1 free throw, work 2. Trying to keep the pace of play up. Foul called on the Mad Ants, inbound for the Lakers. Handoff to Kennedy. He'll be fouled by Noah Starkey, heading to the basket.
It seems right now, because of the aggression attacking the basket, the Lakers are doing right now, they're getting the benefit of the whistle.
At the line of the Lakers, number 31, Devin Kennedy, shooting 1 for 2.
Devin Kennedy, yesterday afternoon in Ft.Wayne, played 32 minutes. He recorded 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Payton finds Anderson down low. Going against Swider. In the paint. And one.
Count the basket by Justin Anderson. South Bay Mall.
It's been Justin the last couple of possessions with his patience, his ability to drive the basket, get contact, and finish. Kind of been our offense those last couple of possessions.
First missed free throw for Anderson of the day. Queen trying to snag that rebound, but it's going to stay Lakers ball. One thing in this game, we saw Anderson knock down that bucket right there. 38 points in the paint for the South Bay Lakers, 28 for the Mad Ants today. Same problem yesterday afternoon. 76 points in the paint for the Lakers compared to the Mad Ants, who just had 44.
And a lot of it had to do with just the pressure the South Bay team puts on you in transition, turning rebounds, turning steals into instant offense.
His third, team's fifth. At the line for the Lakers, number 13, Devontae McCoy, shooting 1 for 2.
McCoy will make his way to the free throw line. McCoy had 19 points in yesterday's game. 7 of 14 from the field, shot 50%. Here comes Trevelin Queen. He'll send it out to Payton, but he steps on the line. Another turnover for this Mad Ants team. They're up to 7 compared to the South Bay Lakers, who only have 4 this afternoon. .550 to go here in the third quarter. South Bay Lakers lead at 83-67 against the Fort Wayne Mad Ants here in downtown Indianapolis. Shaquille Harrison in the paint. Out to Swider. White Jr. pull-up is good.
Now, there was an example of Mad Ants. Their defensive intensity was on point and what you needed. The Lakers just made a good bucket. And if you can force a team to score, have to work that hard to score on you, it won't happen. You'll have a great chance to win. And so you're the Mad Ants. Going to have to defend like that. Get some stops. Put the pressure on this South Bay team and not be able to run such a free-flowing offense to get yourself back in this game.
The last possession, good pass from Payton to Starkey. For the 2 points for the Mad Ants. Gabe York coming back in. Tevin Brown's going to take a seat.
South Bay foul on 31, Devin Kennedy, his second.
Foul was called on Devin Kennedy.
32, Gabe York checks in.
He's an Indiana guy. He went to Princeton. Payton denied in the paint. Here comes the Lakers. Here comes Harrison. Out to Swider. He hits another.
And that was all set up by Shaquille Harrison to recognize Swider in that corner and to attack that way to get his defender to help just a little bit. And perfect pass. And on the other end, Trevelin just being aggressive, able to make a play attacking the basket.
Well, counted from Queen. Going up against White Jr. Knocks down the shot and heads to the free throw line. Queen right now with 7 points in the first half. Coming off the bench, he only had 2. He makes 1 for 2 from the line. We mentioned in the first half, head coach Tom Hankins coaching his 100th game as the Mad Ants head coach. Only the 5th coach in program history to do that. Steal by Queen, here he comes! Hammering it down is Trevelin Queen. Hopefully providing a little spark for this team.
Oh, for sure. He does a great job with his defensive intensity. And that's what we're going to need as a team to get back in this game. But on the other end, Shaq Harrison just continuing to put in work.
Pedro Bradshaw on the court for the Man Ants for the first time today. Gabe York taking his time. First three of the game, he drains it.
And as you can tell, just the energy from the Mad Ants have picked up. And on both ends of the floor, things just are working and falling into place.
Peyton in the paint, lays it in. It's an 11-point game. Foul's going to be called on the Man Ants, but a little bit of a run, a spark of energy from Fort Wayne here as they cut the deficit at number 6 with a 10-8 record, right behind the 905 Raptors. Looking ahead to the playoffs round, the top 6 from the Eastern Conference make it to the playoffs. So right now the Man Ants right on the bubble. They've lost 2 of their last 3. Today would be a big win for this team.
That would be a very big win, and down the stretch. Even as you see there, it's going to be a tight race. You know, there's going to come down to the wire because these teams are so good. So you don't want to do everything you can to get all the wins you can. Trevelin Queen is balling right now, leading the charge to get us back in this game.
Well, they cut the deficit to single digits and a turnover for the Lakers. Traveling called on Pierre-Louis.
And just because of the defensive intensity, now the Lakers have to speed up. It's not as easy as it was. And so that's how you get travels, and their timing isn't how crisp it's been when the Man Ants weren't playing with the energy they're playing with now.
Peyton out to Queen. He's going to take it, and he drains it. Stay hot, Trevelin Queen. 6-point game, 2:30 to go. Trevelin Queen now up to 15 points after only having 2 after the first half. Jermaine Samuels almost denying Pierre-Louis with a dunk right there. Stay hot. Heat check. Bank it.
The reigning MVP putting on a show here in this third quarter.
The bank is open for Trevelin Queen. 5-point game here with 2 minutes left. Kennedy now from 3. That one no good. Pedro Bradshaw rebound. Is he going to pull up again? He opts to York. That one off the rim. TQ pulling up. Bunch of guys on him. He didn't even have good footing on that shot.
No, he's just, again, reigning MVP and the current all-star, just balling. And doing it on both ends of the floor as well.
White Jr. gets the bucket. Looking for the foul. Pull up, Trevelin Queen off the front of the rim. Offensive rebound, Pedro Bradshaw. York in the paint. Good ball movement on that play. Even in the paint, Gabe York ended with it, able to finish it. And a steal, Gabe York. Here he comes. Lays it in. 3-point game.
And this is how talented this team is. Once they're ready to turn it on, like they turned it on, like this is you're seeing a totally different Laker team. Like we watched this team play yesterday as well, and just the pressure that this team is putting on them. They can't do anything.
Pass to Samuels and one. Trevelin Queen, bounce pass to Samuels, places it perfectly right in front of him.
No question, he's leading the charge on both ends of the floor. Just Trevelin's energy and just the way he's just forcing the action on both ends of the floor has become contagious, and everyone, everyone feels it. And the Laker team, they just like deer in headlights. They don't know what to do.
Back-to-back turnovers on the Lakers' end, and now the Mad Ants have the opportunity to tie it. There's been 10 lead changes in this one, but the Lakers, their biggest lead, 21 points, and the Mad Ants in this third quarter have just come back and crawled out of that deficit. Led by Trevelin Queen, now up to 18 points. Like we saw, and one basket for Jermaine Samuels. He has 12 in this one, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. His free throw, though, off the front of the rim.
I know we keep talking about coaching, but just imagine as a coach, when you know your team is capable of this, and yesterday and in this first half of this game, we were playing the way we were playing. Just imagine mentally as a coach, you're trying to figure out what's going on, because this is the way this team can play, because of the talent they have and the way they defend and play well together.
3 seconds between the clocks. Kickball is going to be called. 7 seconds to go in this one. No shot clock now. Gabe York on the inbound, trailing by 3. Down to 5, off to TQ. That 3 and 1. Trevelin Queen.
Just a man on a mission right now.
He can't be stopped.
And you see the passion he plays with, the intensity he brings to this team is undeniable. And the way he's brought this team back, leading the charge in this third quarter, has been absolutely amazing.
Missed the free throw. 1 second left. Kennedy throws it up, no good, but we have a tie game here in Indianapolis. Third quarter performance from the Mad Ants, led by Trevelin Queen. 21 points for him in this one. All-time only had 2 points at halftime in this one. He now has 21 as he has led this charge in this comeback to tie this game here in the fourth quarter. And Ron, when he's a guy who starts getting hot, there's not much a defense can do.
Not at all. At all, because he's so athletic, can shoot it, can handle the basketball, as you see right now.
Example A.
Yeah, he can just make plays like that. The reigning MVP, the numbers he was putting up in the finals last season were unbelievable. It just shows just his talent level, and when
have dedicated their lives to lending a hand.
The entire team, just with his energy.
Well, that 3 from Queen gives Ft.Wayne the 99-96 lead. They haven't led in this game since the first quarter.
A lot of credit to the team, though. When they saw how Trevelin was rolling, everybody lift up their level of intensity, got right back in this ball game.
Pedro Bradshaw through the paint. Fouled, going to the hoop.
And just we look at the body language of the Lakers. They look like a team that doesn't know what hit them.
Foul's going to be on Shaquille Harrison. 16 team fouls for the Lakers in this one. TQ does have 3 fouls. Peyton, only player really in foul trouble here. He has 4. Bradshaw knocks down his free throw. 1 worth 2 to extend this Mad Ant lead to 5 here in the fourth quarter. Harrison finds a lane. That one go in and out. Huff offensive rebound. He's got 3 guys on him down low. And a jump ball is going to be called. Pedro Bradshaw getting his hands on that.
That was great defense by the Mad Ants to not foul in that situation. Oftentimes you see that, where you see so many guys around a big guy, they just tend to get over-aggressive and foul. Great job to be solid and force that jump ball.
The two big men gonna battle it out. Noah Starkey and Huff for the jump ball. Lakers get it. Hamilton. Pull-up jumper, that's good.
Bryce Hamilton.
Trevelin Queen looking to put that one up. Instead, he turns it over. York on Hamilton. Good defense here. Trying to strip the ball, but he gets called for the foul.
Matt Ann's foul on 32 gave York his second. Team second of the quarter.
Great one-on-one defense there by Gabe.
Brown checks in for your Matt Ann.
Just that intensity, you can tell how far extended the Lakers are having to run their offense up by half court because of that intensity. That messes up timing with everything.
Shot no good. Starkey might have gotten a finger or two on that one. Kendall Brown back into the game for the Mad Ants. Alfred Payton through the paint, puts one up. Count it. And one.
And that's opened up on one side by the spacing. You see Pierre, how far away Pierre-Louis was because he's guarding Trevelin Queen. And he's pretty much scored 20 points in the third quarter all by himself. And so once the team's rolling, it opens up everything for everyone because this Laker team understands, extends their defense. They're not able to kind of load it into paint.
Yeah, the energy Trevelin Queen brings seems to spread throughout this Fort Wayne roster. And a different team here in the fourth quarter as Kendall Brown's denied going to the hoop. Here comes Hamilton. Ball knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lakers. 103 to 100. 9:40 left in the fourth quarter. Anderson's going to come in for Gabe York.
Number one, Justin Anderson returns to your Matt Ann's lineup.
Gabe York with 2 fouls, 14 points, takes a seat on the bench. Inbound to Huff. Hamilton now takes the three. That one off the rim. 3-point percentages for this team's now almost even in this one. What a pass. Starkey can't finish. Trevelin Queen one-on-one against Pierre-Louis as he lays it in for two. It's a 1-point game. Trevelin Queen left alone. That one off the backboard. Huff. He was hot earlier, can't make the three. Mad Ants rebound. Here comes Queen. And a timeout's going to be taken by head coach Tom Hankins. Full timeout. We got a good one here in the fourth quarter. It's a 1-point game. Mad Ants 103, Lakers 102. The rosters, Trevelin Queen and Gabe York, they're playing for the same team. Team Luca. He drafted them both to his team. So we only got one team to root for. They're not going to be going against each other. They're going to be playing together just like they play for the Mad Ants.
That's perfect. And so when you have those two guys and Luka Garza, it's a tough all-star team.
No goaltending called. Anderson upset with that one.
Team's third.
Huff got called for the goaltend earlier. What do you think on that one?
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, that's tough. That's all I'll say.
Lakers now with 7 blocks in this one. Jay Huff actually has the most blocks in a G League game this year with 7. He averages over 3.5 per game. And the Lakers benefit from it. Bucket from Hamilton as they reclaim the lead. Here comes Payton out to Starkey. Another block from Huff.
Huff does a great job with his blocks. Like, he's not wild out there, overly aggressive for things. And just like that, this Laker team back in front by 4.
Well, things can change quickly. A run here at Long Island, February 22nd. They'll stay out east to face the Knicks, the 24th. Grand Rapids Gold, the 26th. Then we'll take a little break for the All-Star game.
Yeah, doesn't get any easier after today. They got it after Wednesday. They're on the road for a stretch, and so again, this is why the standings are so. It's so crazy how close things are and how difficult it's going to be down the stretch.
So today, pretty crucial game to get a win for this team. They got a tough road ahead. And it looks like South Bay is going to take a timeout.
See if they're going to challenge this call.
Trying to decide who the ball went out on. Trevelin Queen got caught up a little bit, tipped out. But everyone thought, or at least the refs, called it out on South Bay. We'll take a look at the play. It looks like it might have gone off the heel of Trevelin Queen.
Definitely went off Trevelin, but if, with the lead with 7 minutes and 45 seconds to go, as tight as this game is, I would think you would want to save that challenge because the way this game seems to be going, there may be some tight plays down the stretch that you may want to use it. So they'll certainly win this. They'll certainly win this challenge. It clearly went off Trev's foot, but they lose. They don't have a challenge now. So we'll see how that plays out down the stretch of this game.
Yeah, I actually spoke with head coach Tom Hankins before Sunday's game. And a fan asked him what was his philosophy on using those charges. He likes to save them, especially to the end. Games like this, they can come in handy when the final possessions really matter.
Yeah, I think you want to save your challenge. I think that, sometime throughout the game, maybe there's, a stretch where you think this call could change the trajectory of the game. Typically if you're losing, but if you're winning, I would certainly want to save it until, maybe under 2 minutes if possible, or as long as I possibly can. Again, they were absolutely right about the call, but is it worth your challenge when you're up 4 with 7 minutes and 45 seconds left? But hey, we'll see. I'm no coach.
No coach. Just a former player.
Yeah.
Just a former player.
I've got 0 wins as a coach.
Your resume is just a little bit more impressive than just a former player, Rob. Well, successful challenge. We'll lead it with the Lakers. They're up 4 with 7:30 to go here in the fourth quarter. Mad Ants defense has been able to keep them pretty quiet throughout the third quarter as Huff making moves in the paint. Huff now up to 19 points.
Big time bucket there by Huff and the Lakers. It was pretty good defense.
And that one they're going to call. After back-to-back blocks from Huff, goaltending is going to be called. Trevelin Queen's basket will count. Brings him up to 26 points.
But as a wing defender, great steal
Alfred
there.
Payton is just stealing that ball from him and lays it in. No foul called. That was just taken away.
Yeah, just took the ball from the big fella.
And now defending at the rim. 2-point game. Here comes Trevelin Queen. Pull-up jumper. Nothing but net. Tie game.
Great patience there by Trevelin.
Open look from Kennedy. Hits it.
Three-point basket by Devin Kennedy.
Big time three-point bucket from him. As a team, they're now shooting over 37% from the three-point line. The pass down to Starkey. He can't handle it. Turnover. Swider Three goes in and out. Rebound Queen. Bounce pass to Kendall Brown. Hammers it away.
Great effort by Kendall to run the floor the way he did. Great awareness by Trevelin to see him. He passed the ball before no one even saw what Kendall was doing. Great job by those two guys.
And now the turnover. 2-on-1. Anderson back to Kendall. Reverse lay in. Madans with a 113-112 lead. Good stretch for Kendall Brown. Pass down to Huff. And one bucket.
Count the basket by Jay Huff. Madden's foul on 25, Noah Starkey.
Foul's going to be on Noah Starkey.
Team's fourth. Number 23, Jermaine.
What a fun game to watch as a fan. To see these teams going at it. See all the talent on this floor and the strategy that's going into it. It's a great high-level basketball game.
An entertaining comeback for the Mad Ants, who trailed by 14 at halftime, down by as many as 21 in this one as Huff makes his free throw for the extra point. 2-point lead now for the Lakers. 5 minutes to go. Justin Anderson running point as Alfred Payton took a seat. Blocking call. It's Trevelin Queen trying to split the defenders on that one.
South Bay foul on number 30, Jay Huff, his second. Team's third.
Trevelin Queen trying to run it out after that one. Kind of took a hard hit. Heading straight into the defenders. That's only going to be the second foul on Huff.
And that's impressive, too, with the way he pursues the basketball in the paint. But it's, why he's such a good shot blocker, because he's not just recklessly going for blocks. And let's foul shooting a three. And Shaquille Harris certainly doesn't think he did it. But now this is another one of those opportunities where you could potentially use a challenge. Now Trev gets to shoot one shot for 3 points, but you don't have it.
Big time opportunity, but as a team, 8 for 13, only shooting 61% from the free throw line today. Trevelin Queen's 1 of 2. But he sinks that one. One worth 3. As Trevelin Queen's now up to 31 points in this game. 29 of them coming in the second half. What a move down low. Shaquille Harrison. We're just sharing buckets back and forth in this one.
And these two know each other well, having played against each other last season in the G League Finals.
Justin Anderson. He'll take it over the top of Huff. Harrison left alone from 3. Makes the Mad Ants pay for it.
Shaq Harrison, he can play.
Trevelin Queen, pass to Jermaine Samuels in the paint.
That's a big time pass and catch there by Jermaine. And I know on the scores, on the stat sheet, Trevelin only has 3 assists, but he's done a great job since this whole half with just getting the ball exactly where it needed to be.
And you said good job on the pass and the catch there down low.
Yeah, that was not an easy catch
Samuels
at all.
Gets a lot of quick balls down low that he's got to be ready for.
He does.
So
that was
great
not
job
an easy catch.
getting his hands on it, but then turning it into a bucket as well. Gabe York down low. And a timeout being called by the South Bay Lakers. This game all tied up, 122-122. We got 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Around this game.
Which team will be able to make the plays down the stretch, to have the strength in their legs to knock down shots to seal this win?
Trevelin Queen, the former G League MVP, now All-Star, proving why he should be in that game next week. Tie ball game. No good. Huff with the putback.
Great action there by the Lakers. Typically when you have good spacing and good flow, good offensive rebound opportunity.
Gabe York 3, no good. He's now 1 for 9 from three-point land. Compared to last night, he had 8 three-point shots, almost breaking his own record of 9 in a single game with 31 points. Today he has 16. Anderson, tough drive, no call.
Tough drive with the right hand, the lefty able to finish with that right hand.
Huff's ball rolls off the rim.
That time, the big fella trying to finesse as Shaq Harris wanted him to just dunk the basketball.
Anderson's pass to Samuels out of bounds, but it will stay. Ft.Wayne ball. Gabe York pass to Queen in the paint, floats it in.
That was great awareness there by Gabe to understand, to see the big fella Huff and to slow his 2 steps down. And then great, just playing off each other, Trevelin becoming available to give him an outlet.
Turnover here, Anderson. He'll take it himself and finishes it. Mad Ants lead.
Another one of those plays by Jermaine Samuels that won't go into the scores, into the stat sheet, but he created that turnover, stealing the ball from the big fella.
Missed shot, Mad Ants rebound. 1:15 to go here in the fourth quarter. Denied. Huff with the block of Trevelin Queen. He's now up to 5 today. And a timeout's going to be called. Mad Ants reclaim the lead. They're now up by 2. 8 seconds on the shot clock for this team with a chance to make it a 2-possession game. What do you think Coach Tom Hankins drawing up?
You want something where you got a couple different options.
Jermaine Samuels sending a message. Well, they sure had options on that one. He looked at TQ. Gabe York was covered. Jermaine Samuels patient down low. Gets the bucket. Denied. Big time possession for this Mad Ants defense. Justin Anderson open, look for 3. In and out. Huff with the rebound. Kendall Brown tried to foul. Here comes Swider, easy bucket. 2-point game here with 37 seconds left. Justin Anderson slowing everything down just a bit.
Yeah, you want to slow it down right now. The clock is your friend, so you don't want to give this Laker team any more time. You want to take as much time as possible and get the best shot possible.
Trevelin Queen, floater, but the offensive foul called. Bucket's not going to count.
No basket. Offensive foul on Mad Ants number 8, Trevelin Queen, is 4.
And for South Bay, down by 2, no shot clock, 16 seconds. What kind of look are you trying to get out of this?
I think you want to attack. You want the ball in Shaq Harris's hands, and you want to get something quick. You want to try here to not pick the ball up as they did, but you want to attack.
And here's Harrison at the top of the key to Huff now. Kennedy, Kendall Brown with the pressure on him. Turnover by Trevelin Queen. The defense coming in clutch.
Great defense, great team defense. And then Kendall Brown here just looks all over the place. And then Trevelin, as he did this entire second half, it's like just fitting to get that steal. And now you make your free throws, you seal the win.
2-point lead, 3 seconds. Trevelin Queen at the free throw line. He makes the first one. Under 2 minutes to go. He's going to shoot both of them. Final 2 minutes of the game. Now a 3-point lead for Fort Wayne. Chance to make it a 2-possession game right here. And he does it. The guy this team relied on for the comeback, coming in clutch, knocking down his free throws to make it a 4-point game.
He's been huge this entire second half on both ends of the floor, and then just great defensive contributions by Jermaine Samuels that won't be in the stat sheet. The way he's guarded the big fella Starkey, the work he did coming in there, not allowing Huff to be the biggest thing out there. We talked about Kendall's performance, and just so many things that you won't see in the stat sheet. Just getting your hands on the basketball, slowing up their rhythm, not allowing them to move the ball as fast as this Laker team has shown they can. So it was a total team effort, and this is what I mean about being able to get this win, to come back by 21 points in the second half. The way Trevelin played, the confidence that gives him as well, just infuse this team, and it's one of those wins that can just help spear the rest of your season.
Definitely could be a big momentum win as they'll come back here to Indianapolis to face the College Park Skyhawks, a team they lost to much earlier in the season, as a 3 is no good to end this one. Trevelin Queen, you see the passion on his face right there. Player of the game, 132.